Hi, everybody. It's day 16 on the Advent calendar for crystals, and this is my friend Beatrice. And Beatrice and I met through readings and tarot and things like that. And she's agreed to be the person to assume today's role as a reader. And she's very interested in herbs, tarot, lots of the things we play with. And so my daughter always gets ice when I start a show. It's like she slides down the stairs when I hit the thing. Anyway, you didn't hear it. You didn't hear it, but she's doing her best to be quiet. We're going to go now to the crystals and to see what is on day 16. Here's 16. It's already been opened because I have to get it open so I can open it up reasonably. Ooh, it's yellow quartz. It's citrine, and it's a beautiful, beautiful stone. And we want to thank our mother, the Earth Mother, and we're very thankful to her, for she gives us what we need in this life. She supports our feet as we walk upon her. It gives us joy as she continues to care for us, as she has from the very beginning of time. To our mother, we send greetings and thanks for sending us these seeds of information on how to work with the earth. And what do we know about yellow quartz? As a member of the quartz family, it's called normally citrine. It also can be creamier, and when it's creamier, it's called yellow or jade butter quartz. It's used by crystal practitioners in many of the same uses that you would normally use quartz, but it has a little extra oomph in it. It's a stone of wisdom. It helps the users learn their experiences and to gain self-confidence. Yellow is a color that symbolizes warmth and joy. The stone is also believed to affect your digestive system and to increase your metabolism. Yellow jade, butter quartz, is better known also as being piezoelectric. And for those of you that don't know what piezoelectric means, most quartz is, and it means that energy, power can pass through them, electricity can pass through them and generate a charge and a rapid state without changing temperature. That's one of the reasons why they made all the quartz watches. Same thing. So um, it has these same properties, are also used in microphones, speakers, filters, and even sonar. It's found all over the world. It is quartz, but with the inclusion of a yellow mineral that makes it that color. Um, it's associated with the solar plexus, its abilities to soothe anxiety. It is not currently a birthstone, but it's been historically aligned with Leo. And that's our wonderful yellow quartz. And we're going to come over and talk with Beatrice, who actually went out and did her own research on it too.
Yeah, I have this book here. You probably can't read that. It's called Stone Medicine, and it's by Leslie J. Franks. This is how it's a Chinese medical guide to healing with gemstones and minerals. So if someone wants to get into this, this is a
Mhm.
wonderful piece of work. It's based on Chinese medicine, but it's also written for the layman,
Mhm.
and it's not too hard to read. So let me see. For the citrine, 55. The yellow citrine. The Chinese name is Huang Shi Ying, yellow outstanding stone. So the key characteristic is enhances or harmonizes any combination intended to tonify yang or postnatal qi. So basically it's stimulating, and especially with regard of digestion and metabolism. So somebody with a slow metabolism might benefit from that.
Mhm.
And its uplifting its uplifting character brings support to the defensive or weight level, which basically means it supports the immune system. You know,
Okay.
it's a pretty good. It's for poor digestion, bloating, flatulence, mental confusion resulting from dampness and weakening in the yang, phlegm misting the mind. These are all like Chinese medicine categories to tell you that you have like dizziness or things like that, you know. So poor memory, inability to concentrate, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it
B,
goes on and
B,
on.
B, could you turn your microphone up just a little bit?
A little bit,
When you
okay.
turn, I can't, you fade.
Audio settings, microphone.
Or if you're going to read something, face forward because
Face forward, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
your microphone's very directional.
Seems to be, but it's the one in the computer, and I don't have a very loud voice to begin with, so my voice gets always swallowed by whatever wants to swallow it.
You're doing great. You're doing great. I just when there's a couple times we turned away and you're giving us good information, we don't want to lose it.
Yeah. So what else is there? Hold on. 55. So there, this book is amazing. It has so many options, and it also tells you how to work with the stones, where to place them, how to use them, whether to warm them up or cool them and put them on certain acupuncture points, to apply pressure or use them combined with essential oils. And I mean, such a
I'll
wonderful
make sure I
story.
get the name of the book and the author so I can include it in the description.
Yeah, you should, because it's also, if you want to look something up, you know, it's when a person is chronically fatigued, your first impulse is tonify energy. So that would help, the citrine would help with that. You know, you want to tonify your energy. And it's basically a very strengthening stone, a very supportive stone. And the association with the sign Leo, which is basically the sign for enhanced vitality, makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm happy to have that because I always need help with my solar plexus.
Oh yeah. It's a tough one. People don't think about it. I mean, they get the root, the sacral, but then, what happens between there and your heart is really important.
It's really like, it's almost like it radiates outward and protects you, like it pushes out. And when the solar plexus is weak, everything just comes right at you in a way, energetically. Is how you can perceive it, you know.
One of the first meditations I did when we go through all the different chakras, it always said to see the solar plexus like a solar system.
Yeah,
Has all the bright gold spinning and creating and moving energy in.
yeah. No, we have to have it all the chakras properly aligned in order to be truly happy. And you know, the solar plexus has a lot to do how you validate yourself.
And
It,
balance.
and balance, and how how you can be confident and go out into the world
Mm-hmm.
and feel safe. You know, this has a lot to do with that.
Does.
Speaking of tarot cards, because we're doing that too, I
Oh
used
yeah.
to be a
Explain
student.
your group.
I used to be a student with Nancy Jeans for the tarot cards, and once the class was over, we were all so sad. So let's open a group, you know. And then Amy, who was on a couple of days before, she was in that group, and I'm in that group, and then Carrie and Cindy are in that group, and the three of us still meeting. Amy went away because she wanted to focus on her shaman training.
Mm-hmm.
And we're still meeting every Thursday night and read cards. You know, it could be anything, personal, political, whatever we feel like. And
Mm-hmm.
we're learning a lot doing that. We're learning the meaning of the cards and how the nuances, you know, in reading.
Yeah, and it's important now that people find their tribe. and find the people they can communicate with. And it's very
Yeah.
generous of you to host it and kind of run it and set it up. So
Yeah, I just set up the Zoom, but we're equal opportunity offenders in
oh yeah,
in that group.
every once in a while, even I wander over and see what I can learn. So
Yeah,
every time you read with someone, every time you read with someone different, you're learning.
yeah,
And it's very useful to you
yeah.
to and so
But
that will also be in the description below will be Dee's email.
yeah, if you want to check out the group, you're welcome, and see if you like us or how
Mm-hmm.
it works. Or I have one more question. Do you have any idea which card we could associate with the solar plexus, like a tarot card? Would that be like the
The
strength?
sun.
The sun. Okay, the sun. Yeah, that's good.
And there are readers who read the body, and there are readers and they view the wands as the skeletal structure. Is that right? Yeah. And they pick an idea of what that is going to be in the body. And then they will assign, where it's placed. And they program decks so that they can physically read people. I don't do that. I don't like doing health questions. I'm always sort of afraid whatever's wrong with them is going to creep across the cards and find me. So, but that's just my own paranoid fantasies. But I think there's a lot to be learned from doing that. And there's also, some sort of oracle decks that are chakra based, so you can see, the chakras that are affected.
Well, I used to be an acupuncturist and I practiced for about 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see how people can get affected by other people's energy. It's mostly the empaths. The empaths have
Mm-hmm.
the hardest time to shake off other people's energy. Then they can't do anything about it. It just comes at them.
Well, the thing
Yeah.
is, it's not true. They do have free will allows you to
Yeah.
have to zoop up everybody's energy, you know.
But the tendency is to take it on. So
Yeah.
the
I'm a tough old bird. I don't get it from other people that way, but
good. Yeah.
it is a consideration. And if you do not know how to protect yourself, watching the series, we've talked about different stones that like the black moonstone that shields your auras. And if it shields your auras, it means nothing's coming through.
I remember when I would do some healing sessions, and sometimes people came with problems with their head, certain headaches or problems. And the head is very complex. It's hard to pinpoint which. There's so many points on the head.
Mhm.
So I would basically superimpose my body onto their body and feel in my body how their body felt. And
Mhm.
I could find the points, the acupuncture points,
Mhm.
because I know where they were.
Mhm.
And I felt always easy to shake it off, except if there was a person who was very similar to myself
Ah.
energetically. That was
Mhm.
harder for me to shake because I basically, it would make sometimes these things worse, or it would
Well,
make me feel bad. Yeah.
when I was a young one and I was out doing things and I would talk to my mentor and I'd say, that person just makes me friggin' nuts. I can't stand to be da 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 da. And she said, look at them as if it's a mirror. And what are they doing that you do that you can't control yourself?
Right.
So the closer there really is that thing about families where, one family member is too much like another one for them to really meld and get along.
Yeah. People are mysteries, aren't,
Yeah.
aren't
So
we?
hold on to your yellow quartz, your citrines. This is one of the first stones I ever bought just for what I knew it did. This was on my table every time I read because it's a merchant stone. It's supposed to draw prosperity to you. If you walked in any medieval store in in Europe, and I'm sure pretty much, I think they got it actually from Asian and Eastern learnings. If you walked in their store, you'd see that stone in there because it's supposed to be there bringing in the good
Yeah.
news.
Maybe we
So
should wear like a headband with a citrine, for memory.
I don't know if that close. That's a little bit much. I would think out on the limbs would be better,
Oh, you think so? Okay.
but I don't know, guys, because I don't.
Yeah. Well, we have to listen to what feels right. The guides are helping for sure. If
Well,
we
I'm
if
gonna
we
say
listen to them.
we're gonna say goodbye to B now and let her have the rest of her holidays to back to herself.
Okay.
And
Goodbye, my dear.
I'll send them your email and I'll get the titles of those two books from you. Thank you so much, B, for coming by.
You're